Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tiffany with Tiff and Stitches, back for Flosstube number 13, lucky number 13. So I have so much to show you guys. I probably should have filmed a video a week ago and I didn't, so here we are. So I have a lot to show you. I have 2 FFOs, I have another finish, I have a couple of whips, I have a bunch of haul, and then if you stay tuned to the end, I actually have a couple of giveaways. So some fun stuff coming. So I'll give you all the rules of the giveaways towards the end. So stay tuned for that. But a lot to show you. So let's get started. I'm back in my room. I wanted to film in here again because I got some pretty decor. I've had a little bit of some stressful stuff going on and had some money saved to get some home decor. So I got these lamps, the mirrors, and some stuff, and then this pillow behind me on the bed. So I wanted to move in here because it feels homey and pretty, and I just wanted to show it off. So for once, I'm filming a video and I don't have to ask you to excuse my mess. Now, if you could see everywhere else, you would see the mess, but behind me is clean and decorated. So that's why we're filming in here today. Let's see, life update. Still working from home. It's been talks of shutting Texas down again. It hasn't happened yet. We'll see if it does. But it's been, you know, kind of the same old. Jackson is cutting 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth all at one time. So that's been fun. He's doing really good with it. He's just a little fussy from time to time, but he's doing good. And so that's really that. Carter cut his hair with some scissors a couple days ago. So he got his hair cut really short because he decided to just whack it off like right up here in like this section. And so he had this big old short spot. It looked really funny. So we had to cut his hair short. I think that's really it. We're still kind of figuring out what's going to happen with his schooling. The school has said that they're going to open for like once a week for the students to come to the classrooms up until Labor Day. So like his day will be Mondays, and he'll actually either ride the bus or get dropped off at school and then be home, like at home doing virtual learning the rest of the week from, I guess it's August 17th through Labor Day. Excuse me. That's all the life updates, at least all the ones I'm gonna give you guys, because no one's here for my stress. So that is where we're at, and the rest of the stuff will work itself out, you know what I mean? So without further ado, because I have literally, like, I know most of my videos are like 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this one that short because I have so much to show you. I've been shopping, I've been stitching, I have been all of the things. It's been very therapeutic for me. So first things first is I have a couple of FFOs. If you follow me on Instagram, which is just Tiff and Stitches, then you've already seen these, but I still want to show them off in the video. So I whipped out my sewing machine, guys. It was in the garage. It was dusty. It was not, I was surprised it still worked, but it works like a champion. And I tried my hand at sewing a pillow, and I am so happy with how it turned out. So this is my little FFO. This is my guy. This is his back. And the fabric just matches absolutely perfect. And then I hand sewed on these little pom-poms. They turned out so cute. I love him. So it's my first little pillow finish of anything I've ever sewed, and I did it myself. And my mom helped me stuff him. He is stuffed to the brim. But yeah, he's perfect. I don't know why it's a he, but I just feel like it is. Maybe it's the navy blue trim. But super excited about that. This was my second finish of the year, but my first FFO of the year. So that's that. And then my second FFO I do not have here to show you. I already gifted it to my aunt, who she got her port put in for her breast cancer treatments 2 days ago, and I wanted to get it to her before she got her port put in. So I had the custom framed ordered, and I rushed, like I finished the stitching just in time, rushed it up to Hobby Lobby. They got it in the frame for me, and I was able to gift it to her on Monday. Today's Thursday. So I have a picture of it though, and I'm going to insert that here. And this is my single step pattern for my aunt who is going through breast cancer treatments. I talked a little bit about this in my Instagram if you want to know kind of more of the details, but she does have a long journey ahead of her. She has 2 different types of breast cancer, one type in one breast, one type in the other breast. She's starting 5 months of chemotherapy, I think early next week. And then she will be having surgery after that. So she does have a long road ahead of her. And so I wanted to gift her something that was bright and something with a message that was encouraging. So I put a lot of heart and soul and a lot of time into getting that stitched. And I mean, I know you saw the finished product, but this is the pattern. So it's beautiful. Stitch Rovia did a great job on this. The colors are amazing, and it really came together and looked really beautiful. So she loved it. She said that it was exactly the message she needed the day that I gave it to her. So I was happy to gift that to her. And this is part of my haul, but I just wanted to show you this now. I did go ahead and get a breast cancer awareness needle minder from Maggie's Minders on Etsy, and I'll try to remember to link her below. But I just got this, and I used this while I was stitching on the project. So yeah, I just, I thought that it was fitting to use a little breast cancer awareness needle minder for that. So those are my 2 FFOs. I love them. They turned out great. It was my first time doing custom framing. I will say that I got, as you saw in the picture, I got it double matted. And I pulled out the pinks for breast cancer awareness and all of that. And the light pink one looked great, but the dark pink one was off when they put it in there. And if I would have had more time, because it is so expensive, I probably would have taken it back and asked them to fix it. But I didn't have a lot of time, so it wasn't super noticeable. I'm very spatially conscious. I can go hang a picture on the wall and it's pretty much centered without even measuring it. I'm very good with my spatial recognition, and it bothered me, but it is what it is. It's given to her. She loves it. That's all that matters. But it was my first time getting anything custom framed. Now I know to double check all the mats and stuff before I leave. I just didn't even, I was so excited to get it, and I should have looked a little bit further into it before I walked away, but I didn't. So you live, you learn. But it turned out beautiful, and I love it, and it was really cool to have a frame just that was custom made for a piece that I did. So I'll definitely do that again in the future if the piece warrants it. I felt like this one did. So yeah. The next thing I have is I have a finish. It's not FFO'd yet, but it is finished being stitched. And I personalized this one a little bit, so I'm excited to tell you guys about that. So this is I Love Fall by Cherry Hill Stitchery on Etsy. If you can see that. My camera is facing the opposite way from me because it gets better quality camera, better quality video. Sorry, I can't speak. If I use the back camera, but I can't see myself. So I hope that you guys can see this. If not, I'll insert a picture, but it's I Love Fall by Cherry Hill Stitchery, and I had a lot of firsts with this. So I have never coffee tea dyed fabric before. I just never had. And I will talk about it in a little bit, but some of the haul I got had some fabric in it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try my hand at coffee tea dyeing fabric. So I did follow Priscilla and Chelsea's tutorial on YouTube, and I coffee tea dyed some fabric, and then I stitched this on it. So I do have a piece of it that I didn't stitch on. Let me show you that. Where is it? In all my stacks of things. I haven't stitched on this piece of it yet. Well, it has a couple stitches on it just so I could get the center marked, but it was a pretty big piece of fabric. So I went ahead and the center is marked on this piece because I was planning on starting it soon. So this is my coffee tea dyed, one piece of my coffee tea dyed fabric. It turned out really good. I really like the modeling on it. I like the color of it. So this is I had it marked with the top sticker so that I didn't lose my spot. So yeah, anyways, it was a white fabric to start out with. It's a 30 count fabric, and I don't know who the maker was or whatever. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But I did finish I Love Fall. So this is it. I love how it turned out. So I said I personalized this a little bit. So it was bothering me that on my fabric, this tan pumpkin just was not standing out very well. And I probably should have just darkened the fabric like when I did it, but I should have done like a floss toss and darkened the fabric, but it was my first time and it was hard to really tell. So what I did is there was supposed to be another tan pumpkin where this orange pumpkin is, and I decided to bring some orange into the pattern. And so that is actually a blend of 2 DMCs, and I have my phone so that I can, well, this is my work phone. I'm filming on my regular phone. I don't have, I know what I can do. I want to tell you what 2 colors it is. I'm really proud of how it turned out. Tiff and Stitches. I wrote it in my caption on Instagram, so I know I can find it there. So I added little bits of color like throughout the border, like of the orange and kind of throughout the pattern so that it would tie it all together. But I just really love how it turned out. Otherwise, I used the called for colors from the pattern. It's some Weeks Dye Works colors. And I love it. So I think I'm gonna make this one into a little pillow. And then I have a companion piece that I'll show you in my whips that I think I'm going to do like a flat fold and then have them kind of sit together because they're gonna correspond color-wise. So the blend that I did on this is, here we go, DMC 3827 and DMC 3776. So they turned out to be like a really pretty primitive orange. I had some stuff in my stash that would have worked, but it's for another pattern that I'll show you in the haul section, and I didn't want to risk not having enough thread for that. So I just made my own. I made my own and I love it. So that is my last finish of the last 2 weeks. So I did fully finish like stitching 2 things in 2 weeks, but one of them was a pretty large pattern and I was monogamously stitching that. And with this one, I monogamously stitched this as well, but it only took me maybe 4 days, maybe 4 days, 3 or 4 days to finish this one. So it was pretty quick. And then I guess I'll move on to whips now. So I have 2 whips that I started on yesterday because I finished this one. So yesterday was Wednesday. I finished this Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, put the final stitches in this one. And then I was like, I'm gonna start this other one that's a companion piece. And I put a few stitches in it and I was like, I just need a little break from the color palette. I want something brighter. So that's why I have 2 whips from one day. But, so the companion piece to I Love Fall is this piece from Cherry Hill Stitchery called Pumpkin Spice. Just says pumpkin spice and everything nice. So this is the one that I think I want to make a flat fold out of and then pair them together. So that's probably my plan. But pumpkin spice and everything nice. And I am pulling that same orange thread over to here so that they tie together with like all the same colors. So I actually started with the orange and I'm putting the word and in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's on the same coffee tea dyed fabric, except it's like a square piece. And I just started with the word and there's 2 pumpkins on either side of the word and. So those will go in next, but small start on that. I'll probably have it finished before the next video for sure because they stitch up super quick. But that's that whip. And then the next whip, I have to do some repair work on. I was chatting on the phone with my sister. Those of you who have watched all of my Flosstube videos know that my sister was stationed in Japan. She actually finished her 2-year tour in Japan with the Navy. She's a doctor, and she just moved back stateside last week. And she's in quarantine right now because obviously she traveled from another country. So she's in a 14-day quarantine in a hotel on the naval base in San Diego. She has a training in San Diego, and then her permanent move for 2 more years of service is in Seattle. So happy to have her back, but she's in quarantine and she was bored. And so we were FaceTiming, and I was working on this while we were FaceTiming, and somehow I got off a stitch. I know where it's at. I just have to take a few stitches out, but I'm doing this. I'm making this my own a little bit. So this is the pattern. It's from Etsy. The shop is called PartTimeStitcherCo, which I had never heard of until I found this pattern. But this is the pattern. It says, do everything with love. Hopefully you can see the details on that. But you can see this is all a dark background. Well, that is a full coverage background. That is not fabric, that is stitching. And your girl ain't got time for that. Plus, the dark doesn't really fit my aesthetic. So instead, I am only stitching the words and the flowers, and it's gonna be more of like a rustic floral piece. And I have a dark brown, like a darker brown vintage kind of looking fabric. So this is my start. I do not know what this fabric is. This is a scrap from my stash, and I used the other half of it for something, and it doesn't have a sticker on it anywhere. So I don't know what it is. I would guess it's a 32 or 30, maybe a 36. It might be a 36 count. It's pretty mottled. I like the colors of it. But I just started with some of the blue leaves that go in the pattern, and I'm off up here. So I'm off. I need to move this over a stitch. But it's what I get for chatting and trying to sew at the same time. Something that has a lot of confetti, because this has a lot of colors. I'll show you. You want to see how many colors it has? It's not joking around. So some of them are not on the floss ring because I haven't, they're new. I'll tell you about that in a minute. They are the new DMC colors. So they're not on my ring. Hold on. Here we go. That's all of the loose ones. So this is the number of colors that this pattern has. It's not playing around. It's got a lot. So, but I love the color palette. It speaks to my soul. It's very me. So I'm excited to make some progress on this one. This one's going to be more of a long-term project. I'm not expecting to have this one finished by the next time you see me, but I am expecting to have some progress on it. So I have been stitching every single night. I'm proud of myself. Once the kiddos go to sleep, it's kind of my me time. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of stitching done, so I'm hoping to have some good progress on this one to show you guys next time. And those are my 2 whips. So, and I'll link any of the Etsy patterns that I've mentioned. I'll link them below because a lot of the ones that I'm working on right now, I did purchase from Etsy. So anyway, the next step would be plans. So I have 2 more whips. I do plan on starting. I'm waiting, well, three, and some of it's in my haul, but I'm waiting on fabric. It has shipped for both projects. So I should have it in my hands, and I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to not start them the minute I get the fabric. So you'll probably see a lot of whips next week. I'm gonna just have a lot of new starts, which all my whips are new starts right now. So there's that. But my plans, I have another pattern. So this is haul, but this is my other piece of coffee tea dyed fabric that I showed you. And I have this pattern from Etsy as well. So this is called Pumpkin Wagon by Part-Time Stitcher Company. So same person, lots of color changes in this guy as well, but I just really love the radio flyer wagon, and I think it's gonna look great. This picture does not do it justice. When you actually see the pattern, there's a lot more dimension to these letters up here, and there's a lot more going on than what you can see in this picture. But I'm excited. It has a ton of colors, more than the other one. I will, whoops. A lot of muted, whoa, some of them are not attached, obviously. A lot of muted colors. I really like it. I can't wait to start it, but I mean, it is also confetti central. I don't want to show you guys the pattern too close, but like literally so many stitches. So let me see if there's a better page. There, from back here, you can see it, okay? A lot of confetti. So it should be fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. But I need some project bags because these Ziplocs are noisy. I'm sorry, guys. So that is one plan, and I'm excited about it. The next plan is, oh, I have three plans. This is moving on to haul too, you guys. So this is haul and plans. So this is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Mathews. And I just want to say, like, shout out to Liz. She has been commenting and messaging me on Instagram. So sweet. Anytime I mention that I'm getting ready to stitch this, she's all over it, and she's messaging me, asking me what fabric, and she's just as excited, and it's really, really fun to have a designer so involved in who's stitching their patterns and everything. So I have been watching some of her Flosstubes and really, really enjoy her, and I'm so excited to stitch this. So I did kit this up with the called for threads. Luckily, I saw her follow-up video because I ordered the pattern from Top Knot Stitcher, and in the description, she had listed out the called for threads, and maybe they were from Liz's first video, I'm not sure, but there was a color left off, and Liz did a subsequent video saying, hey, I forgot to mention this color, and luckily I went to my LNS and got it, but I had bought the initial threads from 123 Stitch, so those had come in, and I just had to go pick up 2 skeins of the other color, and luckily my LNS had them in stock, which was pecan. So the colors in this are so gorgeous, and this is the one I was saying, like, I could have pulled an orange from here to, I was leaning towards pulling cognac for my pumpkin in my I Love Fall, but I didn't want to run out of it. So I'm trying to pull all these colors. They're gorgeous. So these are all of the skeins of floss for this project. Like, one of them has 5 skeins, and then the rest of them have 2, and I think there's one of molasses. But this is the pattern. I'm sure you guys have seen it, and I am just waiting on my fabric from Color and Cotton. I did get my shipping notification though, so I'm hoping to have it soon. Fingers crossed. I cannot wait to start this, and I'm actually thinking about stitching the top pumpkins as one piece with the bottom border on under them, and then doing All Hallows Eve, but also doing another one where I chart out Give Thanks and then change these birds to turkeys. So that way I can use this through the month of October and the month of November, because who wants to put this away, right? So, and then if I get it framed, maybe I'll do like a separate, like a matte separation where I can change it out, something. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I haven't figured it out. I might just frame the pumpkins and then have this piece to sit next to it or something. I don't know, but that's kind of my thought, so that I can display it longer in the year. But I love it. I can't wait to start it. So that's haul and plans, because I'm gonna have my fabric before the next video. And then the next thing is also haul and also plans. This is Things Unseen by Lizzie Kate. I was on a mission. So I found part 1 on Etsy, and I got it from a seller on Etsy for $10.99, I think, which I thought was pretty good considering this is obviously a little bit harder to come by and out of print. So found it for $10.99, and then asked her, hey, if you come across part 2 and part 3, I would love it. Well, before she shipped my part 1, she was like, well, I have part 2, part 3. I'll sell you the bundle for $75. And I was like, yeah, I I can't spend $75. I'll just take my part 1. So she sent me part 1. I went on eBay a couple days later and I found part 2. And it came with the buttons and everything. Came with the buttons and everything. And I think I got this. It has a sticker on it that they paid $17 for it. And I got it off eBay for, I want to say $14 or $15. But it like literally is a complete thing. It has all the buttons and everything. The other one does not. So thought that was pretty cool. And then I got a notification because I was doing a eBay stalk the title or whatever you want to call it. Follow this and you get updates. And part 3 got listed on eBay and it was a bid for 6 days. It was like a, you know, one of those bids on eBay. And I put a bid in and I was the only person that bid on it. So I have part 3. So now I have all of them and my fabric is ordered from 123 Stitch. It is shipped. I'm hoping to have it. And I have all the threads except for one. My LNS was out of guacamole by Weeks Dye Works. But I think I might have some guacamole from another Lizzie Kate pattern, I think. So I'm gonna check my stash and see what I have. But I'm so excited to get started on this. This is what the final piece looks like. It's no longer a mystery, so I feel like I can show you guys. And I cannot wait. I think it's so beautiful. And the saying, it says, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. I love it. I love it so much. It will go in my bedroom. It's beautiful. So that is my next set of plans. And then, no, that's it. That's all my plans. Those are the only 3 things that I plan on starting. And then obviously finishing my whips or working on my whips. The last bit of haul that I have is I did get the Just Cross Stitch Halloween. I'm going to double check, make sure we're still filming. One sec. Oh yeah, 27 minutes in. Okay, so I got the Just Cross Stitch magazine. So excited, the Halloween issue ornaments. And I did mark a couple in here that I would like to stitch. I'm sure you guys have seen flip throughs of this. I don't want to show you the patterns, so let me see here. Let me find a good page. Here we go. So I really want to stitch this Quaker pumpkin guy with the cats. Yeah, it's got 3 black cats and Quaker pumpkins. I want to stitch that one, and then I want to stitch the guy underneath it, the little black cat sitting on a pumpkin. I really like that one. And there's one more, I think it's another cat and a pumpkin. I don't know what it was about the cats and the pumpkins, but they got me this time. Yeah, so let's see if I can get this folded to where you can see it. That cat coming out of the pumpkin. I want to do that one too. So those are the ones that I really like out of the magazine. So I did get this from Joann's. And I got 4 of the 5 missing threads for my Country Cottage Needleworks Garden Party pattern. I was missing 5 threads. 5 or 4, I'm not sure. It must have been 5 because I have 4 in my hands and the other one is not here. So I got Queen Bee, Bean Sprout, Snowball, and I got my hickory sticks. So I might get some work done on that in the next 2 weeks as well, because I've been itching to put in the word ladybug on my pattern. So that is some haul. And then the last, well, not the last, but I did have to splurge, well, not splurge, but search for the new DMC colors. Nobody has them online. Nobody has them in store except for Michael's. And it's only a few locations of Michael's that had them in stock. So I do not know when these colors came out. They must have come out when I was not doing Flosstube or stitching. But the 2 Etsy patterns that I showed you with all the color changes, they called for a good amount of these colors that came out of here. So first I ordered them off of michaels.com and I got an email saying that they can't ship right now. So I was like, okay, let me look and see if I can find them in store. And I found them in store at this one store semi close to me. I found them at night, so I couldn't go at that time. So the next day I went and they didn't have it. They were sold out. And I was like, okay. So then I pull up my phone again and I found them in stock at another Michael's down the road. So I was like, you know what? Let me go get them. So I went and got them. And I bought 2 of them because I needed the same colors pretty much for both patterns. So now I have all these bright colors that are just from both of them. I have 2 sets of the bright colors that I'll put in my stash of DMC. But then I got a notification that Michael's is shipping me my threads. So my first giveaway for today is anybody who would like a set of the new DMC 3880 through 3895 colors. I have a full set just like this boxed up on its way to me. And when it gets here, I will mail it to you. So as always, don't use the word giveaway below. If you're not 18, get your mom to enter the giveaway because I have to have a person 18 or older to be able to get their address. And comment below your favorite DMC shade. And that will let me know that you're entered in the giveaway. You also must be subscribed to my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And then comment below that what shade of DMC is your favorite, and you'll be entered to win this, and I'll mail it out to you just as soon as it gets to me. Well, as soon as I pick a winner, which will be in 2 weeks from today when I do my next video. So comment that below and I will get a winner for that. So that's my first giveaway. Don't say giveaway. Okay, so that's that haul. And then I have a little bit more haul. So I have some stuff that hasn't shipped or that hasn't come to me yet. It's shipped, but it hasn't arrived. But I was watching Kathy Haberman's latest Flosstube. I think it was her latest one. And she talked about her pattern Chalk Talk for autumn. And I loved it, so I ordered it. And then she mentioned that she had this other piece that she didn't own the rights to anymore, and that you could order it off Hoffman. And so I ordered it. It is called Winter Chalkboard, and it's a companion piece to Chalk Talk, and she's going to re-release another one of these, but this was a PDF that you could get for pretty cheap off Hoffman. I think I paid like maybe $4 for it or something. And it's just so cute. So I really, really like that. And probably when I start winter stitching, I'll probably work on this one. But that's a pattern I got. And then I got a couple more patterns from Etsy, from Cherry Hill. And one from another shop. So I got a couple of these for my kitchen decor. I'm trying to stitch stuff to hang in my house. After all of the stitching I've done, I've gifted and given almost everything I finished away. So I'm trying to stitch for me. So I got these because my house is kind of like a modern farmhouse vibe, as you can see from like the lamps and stuff. So this is for my kitchen. This is called Fresh Eggs from Cherry Hill. It's just a simple one color. The only thing, I really do want to stitch it on the wood fabric like she has, so I need to order some of that, and the count that I like is out of stock on 1-2-3 Stitch, so I need to find some of that. But that is Fresh Eggs, and to go with it there is Creamery, and lastly Pure Honey. So those are gonna go in my kitchen once they are stitched. I'm excited about those. And then the last thing I got because I got this. So I got this in the spring shop at Hobby Lobby for 60% off. And it just screamed like it needed a cross stitch piece on it because it had this whole blank area. So I decided that I wanted a pattern that I could stitch for this that was maybe like Valentine's Day related. It just says love is kind, and it's wood, and it's cute. So I did purchase this. It's a wedding sampler, but I'm gonna take the names off of it because your girl ain't married until someone puts a ring on it. Then I don't need a wedding sampler, but maybe one day that'll happen. But this is the piece. Oh, sorry, I didn't know there was a pattern on the back side, but it was too small for y'all to see. It is just some birds and a heart and some flowers. And so what I'm probably gonna do is shorten the piece and just move the border up underneath here and then put it on here. I think it'll look pretty. I think I'm gonna do that in Victorian Motto sampler threads. At least the heart, I think I'm gonna change the heart instead of a red, maybe to like a pink or maybe a red. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm probably gonna use Victorian Motto. And then for the brown, I'll probably use Victorian Motto and then white for the DMC, DMC for the white. So that is another purchase, and that is from Vivienne Powers. So I think it'll be really cute once it's done. And it'll look cute on my little heart. All right, the last bit of haul also has to do with my other giveaway. So a little story to go with this. I was watching the Lord and Lady of, oh gosh, hold on. The Lord and Lady of Stitchshire. There we go. The cute couple, they stitch. I found their recommendation from Kia B and her husband. And so I went over and I was watching them, and they mentioned getting like a haul of some DMC and fabric on Facebook Marketplace. And I was like, let me look at my Facebook Marketplace and see what I can find. It was just randomly on a whim one night. And I found a lady selling a haul of cross stitch stuff for $7. And I could tell in the picture that there were like a lot of hoops in it. And I was like, man, just those hoops alone are worth $7. Like, might as well. I had no idea what else was going to be in there. And I am pleasantly surprised with what all I got for $7. I'll just say that. So I told you guys that the coffee tea dyed fabric that I used for my fall, this piece of fabric along with this piece was part of it, and there's the other big piece that I showed you, were all one big piece of linen that came in the haul. And just alone, that piece of linen was well worth more than $7, right? It was white, 30 count. Lord knows when it was from. I'll show you why. But it's an awesome piece of linen. So that was one piece from the haul I got from this woman. And then I have it separated by what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to give away. So let me get this bag over here. So I said it came with a lot of hoops. So we have one hoop. Oh no, 2 hoops. We're wrapped up. We're wrapped up in some thread here. I didn't say it was not messy, but so we got 2 big circular hoops. We got a small circular hoop, also wrapped up in thread. Small circular hoop. We got another hoop that I don't have here with me. Where's I know I brought my oval hoop. Hoops. Maybe it's over here. Here it is. And then this oval hoop. So, and then there's one more that's not here, but I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoops in the haul. So I got all those. I'm keeping those because I do use them. And then the piece of fabric I told you about was in this bag, and it's an 18 by 28 30 count piece of fabric. So it doesn't say who made it. And then there is a 17.5 by 14 piece of 28 count, and this one's the fun one. So this one has a receipt. So it is a kind of an off-white piece of linen. So nothing too crazy. I'm probably gonna coffee tea dye this one as well, but I love the feel of it. It's really nice. But it was purchased from Stitch in Time. Where is it at? It's so hard to see. But it's, okay, I can't tell where the address is. The zip code is 61614. So wherever that's at, Peoria, I don't know. But it was bought in '97 for $7. So there's a receipt for it. And I got the entire haul for $7. And today, I don't think this piece of fabric would be $7. So it was just cool to see the receipt I mean, it's pretty aged. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's hard to read. But it does say Stitch in Time, Peoria Heights, 61614. Pretty cool. If anybody, I don't know if that shop is still open. I should probably look it up, but got that piece of fabric as well. And then a couple of small pieces of fabric did come. This is just, I think I'm gonna stitch one of those ornaments on this guy. Just a little cut of some random mystery 30 count, 32 count, something like that. It's pretty small weave. And then this one has a little thing I'd have to frog out. It's got a little heart, but another piece of pretty thick, nice fabric. Also looks maybe like a 30 or 32, something like that. So that's that. And then the rest of the biggest thing is so many needles, okay? So many needles. Like this thing is full of needles. And then there's a pack of needles. And there's another pack of needles right here. So, and then there's some DMC threads and some beads. So I am keeping all of that. There's a pair of scissors, like a cute little pair of sewing scissors. So I am keeping those things, and those will be a part of my stash. But I have some stuff to give away to you guys. So, and some stuff just to show you from this haul. So the next part of the giveaway is going to be for somebody who loves Ada. So same rules apply. Don't mention giveaway. Must be subscribed to my channel. Must be 18 or older. But if you love Ada fabric and you're interested in any of this, which I'll show you how many pieces there are, comment below what count of Ada you stitch on. I don't know what count this is, so I'm not asking so that I can give you certain pieces. I'm asking because it's a cool question to know the answer to, get to know you guys. And I'll do a random drawing for who will win this lot of Ada. I'm not gonna split it up, so I'm gonna have one winner. But just make sure you're subscribed and whatnot. But there is a pink, kind of a blushy color piece of fabric. Oh, there's some more thread. So this is a decent sized piece of Ada here. It's like a pinky blushy color. So that will be part of it. And then there's like a, I don't know if this is beige or like a lemony yellow fabric. So there's that piece. There's a little bitty piece of white. There's another piece of white that's kind of longer. There's another piece of cream. Okay. There is another piece of white, which is a bigger count of Ada. It has a little bit of stitching in it, but you can take that out pretty easily. It's not that much. This is a big piece of Ada. And this stuff isn't like super stiff, surprisingly, maybe because it's older, I'm not really sure. And then there's a smaller count piece of Ada, which is a long kind of used piece, but you can make ornaments on this or something like that. So there's that. And then there is some of these Charles Craft cross stitch waist fabric. I'm not really sure what this is used for, maybe ornaments or something, but that will also be in there as well. So if you enjoy Ada, you get this whole lot of Ada, I will be giving this away. Just comment below what count of Ada that you like, and you could win. So that's one giveaway. The other one is the DMC. You guys already know about that. And then the last part of this haul that I got for $7, I just wanted to show you because it's always fun. She did include some stitched pieces in here, and I don't know what I would ever do with them. They're not really my style, but I just wanted to show you. This one's beaded and has a little charm on it. It's like a little springtime thing. It's pretty. It's done with, she included all the DMC pearl cottons in there, so it's done with pearl cottons. So there's that. And then she did this dolphin piece on Ada. So pretty cool. Lots of blues in that. Her backside's really pretty though. So she did that. And then there are some whips in here that she didn't finish. And when I spoke to the lady, she said that her and her husband just moved out of their house, moved into an RV, and she didn't have room for this stuff anymore. So some of this is very dated. There's this. I'm not really sure what this was for, but probably for a child of some sort. So that was in there, and I'm sure was stitched a while ago. It's pretty dated. And the last thing that's in here, and anybody who would be interested in this, let me know. This is a piece of fabric that is very big, and you can cross stitch on it. I think it's meant to be either like a throw or a tablecloth or something. I'm not really sure. It's very large. But if anyone is interested in this, just message me or message me on Instagram. I wasn't gonna do a giveaway for this one, but it has a little bit of stitching in it where she started. I'm not sure what she was stitching on it, but if anyone is interested in a throw or a tablecloth, big old piece of fabric, just let me know. I'm sure this wasn't cheap. So that's up for grabs if anybody wants it. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys is she gave me these really old books that are cross stitch books. This one, let's see if it says when it was published. This was purchased from the Stitchin' Corner in Midland, Michigan. And does it say 1981? So it is like the clowns and whatnot. Interesting. And then this one is called Playtime Nursery. It has all these like little teddy bears. And if anybody wants any of these, just feel free. I just figured I'd keep them for, I don't know. I just think they're kind of cool, but I'm not going to stitch any of this. If you're going to stitch it, just let me know and I'll pass the stash. But it looks like this one, when were you published? It's a Leisure Arts book. Cute little teddy bears. I'm not seeing a date in here, so I don't know when this one's from, but Playtime Nursery, Leisure Arts. And then Noah's Ark. This says Annie's Attic. And it was bought for $5.50. It's got 3 patterns in it. I don't see a date on this one either. Wait, maybe down here. 1992. Noah's Ark. And this one is the Count to 10. So 1982 on this one by Leisure Arts. Count to 10 designs for children. Look at that little cutie with her shirt on. How funny. I wasn't even born yet. This thing is old. Because I'm 32 and I was born 5 years after this was published. So 37 some odd years old. And then the last one is called Here I Grow, from Needleworks. It's got like some baby patterns on it as well. And this one was, where was it published? Or when was it published? It's funny, it says charts tested and samples made instead of saying that they were model stitchers. I don't know when this one was published. Oh, 1982. 1982 as well on this one. So these are some old patterns. If anyone's interested in them, let me know. I don't expect anybody to be, but you never know, right? And then there was this loose pattern, which I'm just gonna show you. You're not gonna be able to read it from there. But I just thought this was so cool because I want to read it to you guys. It's called What Makes a Dad? And it says, God took the strength of a mountain, the majesty of a tree, the warmth of a summer sun, the calm of a quiet sea, the generous soul of nature, the comforting arm of night, the wisdom of the ages, the power of the eagle's flight, the joy of a morning in spring, the faith of a mustard seed, the patience of an eternity, the depth of a family need. Then God combined these qualities when there was nothing more to add. He knew his masterpiece was complete, and so he called it Dad. Isn't that so cute? And it was just folded up in there. And who knows when it's 1977, designs by Gloria and Pat. It's just so cool. Like it was such a cross-stitch history kind of a thing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And that is all I have for today. I know it's a longer video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And always look on Facebook Marketplace to see what you can find. I think that's it. I have been watching Flosstube. I've been catching up on Leslie Hurley's videos. Love her. It's been a pleasure seeing all her kitties and all her stitching from the past couple years. And that's really all I've been watching. And that's really it. So I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Again, if you're going to enter the giveaway, follow the rules, and I will pick 2 giveaway winners next video. So see you guys next time. Bye.